Yo guys, chapter 1145 of One Piece is out, so let's go over it. There's so much going on and it's insane, bro. The title of the chapter is The Fire at the Second Forest District on Branch Route 8. This chapter has color spread and normal cover at the same time. In the color spread, we see the Straw Hat crew watching the One Piece anime in celebration of the anime's return this week. Anyways, in the cover story, we see Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Volume 30. We see that Yamato has destroyed the dartboard where Ulti was imprisoned, and now Ulti hugs Page 1 who is still chained on the floor. So yeah, it's great to see Ulti finally getting free and like Yamato saving her. Like she was suffering a lot through the last few chapters. And now I wonder if Ulti is gonna join Yamato like the same way like Oden had the scabbards. Like is Oda like implying that Yamato will also follow the same path and will also have followers like the scabbards, just like Oden, and maybe Ulti is the first one. So let's see what happens with that. I'm really excited with the cover story right now. Anyways, the chapter starts with an amazing double page in the underworld. Zoro, Sanji, and Goldberg are hunting meat for Loki, and they find a massive Brontosaurus called Groggysaurus that attacks them. Goldberg uses his shield, which has eyes and a mouth, to protect them, and the shield breaks Groggysaurus's teeth. Zoro and Sanji uses Arme de la Air Power Shoot combo attack against Groggysaurus. Sanji sends Zoro flying with a kick towards Groggysaurus and then Zoro decapitates it. Goldberg says there is a hunter cottage nearby with a set of cooking equipment so they can use it to cook the meat. Sanji asks why Goldberg's shield can talk. Goldberg explains that his shield called Nash is a homie that became alive during the battle when his dad went to fight against Big Mom during the winter solstice 63 years ago. So yeah, it's great to see Zoro and Sanji doing combined attacks like the wings of the Pirate King. Like I'm really happy to see them in action after so long. Like I really have high hopes for Zoro and Sanji during the Elbaf arc. Like they need to have some great showing here because we're in the final saga and they need some upgrades before they can actually go on to fight bigger and tougher opponents like the endgame villains, you know, like they're really strong at this point. So it's great to see like Zoro and Sanji doing combined attack even though they're always fighting and doing stuff. Like when it matters the most, they're always serious. Like it doesn't matter what happens between them, they will always be locked in. Anyways, another thing we see that here Sanji asks why Goldberg's shield can talk. Goldberg says that his shield called Nash is a homie that became alive during the battle when his dad went to fight against Big Mom during the winter solstice 63 years ago. So yeah, like is Oda implying that Big Mom might come back? Like is it like foreshadowing like a Big Mom might come back because we're getting so many hints about Big Mom during Elbaf, like so many mentions about her, and Big Mom has so much like lore and so much story tied with the Elbaf giants, so it makes sense for her to come back. But honestly, I don't think she's coming back. Like she is gone for good. Like it wouldn't make sense for her to come back at this point in the story. Like we just had an entire arc based on her, the Whole Cake Island, and then we also had the Wano arc where she was the secondary antagonist of the arc, and Law and Kid took her down there. So it's I'll be happy if she remains dead, but I wouldn't be mad if Oda brings her back in the story as well. So let's see what Oda is cooking here, because like we're actually getting so much Big Mom stuff, honestly. Like anyways, they return where Loki is. Like Zoro and Sanji and Goldberg return where Loki is, and he explains that to everyone that the God's Knights appeared and attacked him. Arjudin asks if Loki had a grudge with them when he went on rampage overseas. Loki says, "Don't be stupid. If I went far enough to meet those guys, I would have become the king of the world by now." Sanji cooks the Groggysaurus. Luffy begins to eat the meat, but Sanji reminds him that it's for Loki. So Luffy forces the meat into Loki's mouth. Bro, what is Luffy doing, bro? Like, Luffy, he's just scrolling with Loki at this point. Luffy says, "Loki, eat!" Loki is screaming, "That's hot, ah!" Guard says, "Luffy, his wounds are gonna open up again if you do that." Loki says very angrily, "Were you trying to kill me, boy?" Luffy, "Oh, you're lively again? Anyway, if you don't eat, you're not going to heal." Luffy sees Loki is having trouble swallowing the meat, so he brings a huge bowl of boiling soup to Loki and ends up spilling all soup over him. Loki asks Luffy to stay away from him while Garrett secretly gives Luffy thumbs up since she hates Loki. Bro, like Luffy is just annoying Loki at this point. Like Loki is just fed up with Luffy. Like look what bro, what is Luffy doing, bro? Like seriously, man. Like he just literally like put a boiling soup on top and spilled it over Loki's body, bro. Like, and Loki is already injured. It's like putting salt into one's injury, bro. Like I feel bad for Loki, man. Like everything is going wrong for him at this point. Like even Luffy is like causing more problems for him now. Oh my god, man, Luffy, my boy. And Luffy, bro, he's the goat, man. He is just a goat, bro. But it's great to see like Luffy helping out Loki here. So especially Luffy giving the meat to Loki. So whenever like Luffy like shares meat with someone, it's basically confirmed that he considers you as his friend. So like Luffy sees Loki as his friend. Luffy does not feel any hostile intentions from Loki. So like that's why he's acting so friendly with Loki. So it's for sure confirmed that Loki is not fighting Luffy during this arc. Like seriously, like Loki is not the main antagonist of Elbaf, like many people theorize. But I would really like to see like Luffy and Loki go at it for once, bro. I really want to see how strong Loki is, because Oda has been hyping him up for so long. Like I want to see him get into action soon. I really hope he gets to recover very fast during this arc. But yeah, man, like Luffy and Loki, I'm really loving their dynamic here. Loki says, didn't think you would want to see red hair again that bad. Well, not that I can't understand the admiration for a pirate you met in your childhood. So yeah, Loki says that he understands like Luffy's admiration for an idol, just like implying that Loki also had someone like that in the past. Luffy says, that sounds like you have someone like that too. Loki says, yeah, I had someone. Makes you regret being a brat at the time. Then a little flashback starts where we see Kid Loki talking to a mysterious pirate. Although we only see his silhouette and one of his eyes, it's clear that the pirate is Rox D. Zebak. Bro, the pirate is Rox D. Zebak. Did you hear the name, bro? No way, no freaking way, bro. We're actually getting Rox D. Zebak here. Bro, like when I heard the brief summary of the chapter, bro, my mind just blew out of the water, bro. Like seriously, man. Roxy Zebak. Anyway, Loki says, in the flashback we see Loki meeting Roxy Zebak. Loki says, come on, bring me with you. Loki wants to join Zebak's crew here. And Zebak says, don't make me repeat myself. I didn't come here to meet brats like you. Oh yeah, like did Zebak come to Elbaf? Like I wonder if Zebak came to Elbaf for some reason. Like there's so much like lore behind Zebak here. Loki says, then fight me. Zebak says, what? In the last panel of the flashback, we see Kid Loki lying on the ground. He's badly wounded and with a sword stuck in his body. Edward Newgate Whitebeard reprimands Zebak for what he did with Loki. Newgate, using a real blade on a kid, that was too much. Zebak, shut your mouth, Newgate. Bro, holy damn, bro. Like, we see Whitebeard as well in the flashback, bro. After so long, we see the goat Whitebeard appear in the manga. Oh my god, bro. This is so hype, bro. You don't understand how big this is. Only One Piece fans will understand like how it feels like watching these OG characters finally come back in the story. Even though they're actually not there in the present, but through flashbacks. Even if we see them through the flashback, it's super hype. Oh man, like Zebak and Whitebeard, Kaido, Big Mom, Shiki. Bro, all of them were on the same crew. The Rock Spires were crazy, man. Like, we need that Rock Spires flashback soon, like the God Valley flashback, and what actually went down in God Valley between the Rock Spires and the Roger Pirates and Garb, bro. Like, we need the God Valley flashback during this arc. Like, I really think Oda is building up the God Valley flashback during this arc, because we have Scopper Gaban here, we have the Gods Knights here, and we also have like Rock's mention here. Even though we don't see Rox's full face, we see only the one eye patch, one eye of Roxy Zebek. So like, is Oda implying that Roxy Zebek could be the man with the pirate with the eye patch that Oda said will appear at the end of the One Piece? Bro, it could be. Like, when you think about it, there's a very high possibility of that happening. Like, Roxy Zebek being the person with being the pirate with the one eye patch. So yeah, man, like Oda might be foreshadowing so many stuff here in one chapter, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. Peak writing, peak, bro. Anyways, we cut back to the present. Loki says something in a serious but nostalgic way. Loki, I was born in the wrong era. Cut to the forest in the Sun world. In another amazing page, we see the giant warrior pirates fighting against multiple monsters. Loki, Draugr, Ghost, in the great Eric Salval edition. Dory says, the Draugrs are like an army. Brogy, Gaba ba ba ba. Tons of ghosts too, as expected from kids. Gaban jumps over the giants and cut the Loki monster in half with his axes. Holy damn, bro. Gaban like literally one-shotted the Loki monster, bro. Do you even realize how big that Loki monster was? And Gaban just one-shotted him. Gaban hype is insane. Gaban says that if the kids know the real Loki, the dream monster would be way stronger than this. Then Gaban says he can sense 3 voices that couldn't hide themselves completely from him. Bro, Gaban can sense the Holy Knights. Like, he might have the strongest observation haki on Elbaf right now. Or he's the only person that has been able to sense the Holy Knights so far. Like Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, none of the top tier fighters have been able to sense the Holy Knights in Elbaf. And only Gaban has been shown to have sensed the Holy Knights multiple times, bro. Gaban might know what's going on with the Holy Knights because he was there in God Valley where the God's Knights were also there. So Gaban knows so much about the lore of God Valley. I'm just really excited, bro, for the Elbaf arc. I really want to see the God Valley flashback. Oda, please give it to us, bro. It's about damn time, bro. Oda, please just show it to us. Gaban says, if Elbaf is not safe, then the world will surely come to an end. We then see the firefighter squad try to extinguish the fire, but they can't control it. Saul defeated Fenrir, but he can't stop the kids, and they're about to reach the fire. But suddenly, Jinbei appears inside a river of sea cloud and uses a new attack called Cloud Current Shoulder Throw to put out the fire. So yeah, it's this Jinbei hype right now, bro. Oh my god, I really love to see the Straw Hats getting into action. We always know Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, they always get the most of the action sequence of the story. But I really want to see the other Straw Hats get more screen time of fighting screen time, you know? And I'm loving this from Oda right now. He's giving proper love to every single Straw Hats during the Elbaf arc. He's generally giving attention to every detail of the Straw Hats. His main focus is them, you can just tell by the storyline. Anyways, the chapter ends with the Colon's group. Colon says Jinbei is very cool and thanks him for saving the kids. Colon explains that even though everyone at school hates him, he still thinks they are his friends. Nami says they will save them and Colon agrees. But suddenly, in the last panel of the chapter, Gunko appears on top of Sval's figurehead. She is using her arrow powers. Colon, Nami, Usopp, Jinbei, and Brook are in shock to see her. Gunko says, to think there are kids other than the ones at the school. Colon says, huh? Who is this person? Gunko says, what a lovely boy. End of the chapter. Break next week. Bro, this chapter was insane, bro. We started off with Zoro and Sanji cooking a Grogiosaurus. Then we see Luffy and Loki interaction. And then we see Roxy Zebek flashback. Bro. And then we see Scupper Gaban in action. Scupper Gaban showing why he's a left hand of the Pirate King. There's a reason why he's called that. And then we see Gunko pulling up on the Straw Hats it's nothing, bro. Gunko, I don't understand. I'm really curious with what is happening with Gunko here, bro. She pulled up out of nowhere on the Straw Hats alone. Where is Somers? Where is Killingham? Like, what's going on here? Like, does she have some other plans? Like, the Gunko is like getting more interesting like every chapter after chapter. Like, Oda is building something huge for her. You can just tell, man. Like, I'm so excited for where this Elbaf arc is going so far. Like, at this point, it feels like the Ghost Knights are really outnumbered here. Like, I think something huge is about to happen. Like, I honestly think the other Holy Knights are gonna pull up very soon, just like how the five elders pulled up in Egghead. So I'm super hyped for what's going to happen next in Elba, and I'm honestly loving the Luffy and Loki dynamic. Like, there are so many parallels between them, like the way like Luffy used to admire Shanks, and the same way Loki used to admire Rocksteady Zebek. So it's hype, bro. It's just like peak, bro, what Oda is doing right now. Like, Oda's like non-stop, bro. It's non-stop heat, bro. I'm loving the Elbaf arc so much. Like, let me know down below, like, what do you think about this chapter. And yeah, unfortunately there's a break next week, but Oda has given us so much to talk about during the break week. So yeah, take care everyone, and I will see you in the next video. I love One Piece. Thank you for watching the video. Peace.